Hi guys, bringing you another one man's kit video today. Today we're going to be looking at the uniform and equipment of a private of the Argyll and Sutherland Highlanders deployed to Crater City in Aden in 1967.
So a little bit of a background to this uniform. Specifically, the photographs used are of the Argylls after their retaking of Crater City in 1967. Essentially what happened was the Argylls were due to take over the security role from the Northumberland Fusiliers in the Crater district, and a patrol of Northumberland Fusiliers shadowed by men of the Argylls was essentially massacred in the centre of Crater, and the town was basically abandoned by the British administration, and there was a lot of talk of this state of affairs being left in place because the British at this point were very close to leaving the colony. However, the colonel of the Argylls decided, it turns out most likely unilaterally, to retake the town, and did so and remained there with the Argylls until the colony was eventually evacuated and independence was declared. So this is the uniform. The photographs taken, the photographs used to reference this uniform were taken during this period of late 1967. And there are a couple of interesting documentaries available on YouTube, one by the BBC which deals specifically with this period, the massacre, and then the subsequent retaking of the town, and another one which is an episode in the series End of Empire, which deals more generally with the withdrawal from Aden. So I will provide links to both of those for anyone who's interested. But now we'll move on to have a look at the uniform in detail.
The basic uniform consists of the 1950 pattern khaki Airtex bush jacket and khaki drill trousers.
The bush jacket is being worn here tucked into the trousers in place of the shirt, and in this particular example the integral belt has been removed to allow it to be more comfortably worn as a shirt.
There's a video on these on my channel. Again, I'll put a card in the video linking through to that. You can see more information on those if you're interested. Headgear consists of the Argyll and Sutherland Highlanders Glengarry Forage cap, badged as such. The Argylls were actually part of the Highland Brigade at the time, which had its own cap badge, but photos from Aden clearly show them wearing the regimental cap badge in '67. Next we have a bandolier carrying spare ammunition worn around the waist, and this carries 7.62mm ammunition for the self-loading rifle, which is the weapon that's being carried as usual, standard issue for the British Army at the time. And these are, the rounds are carried in 5-round clips or chargers for reloading of magazines, and it's quite common to see men in Crater carrying extra ammunition in this way in 1967. Additionally, on the left hip, the left ammunition pouch is worn, and on the right hip, the 1944 pattern water bottle is carried, both carried on the 1958 pattern belt, the 1944 water bottle in its 1944 pattern carrier, and at the back of the belt a shell dressing or a field dressing was often taped. And you can see here the contents of the web equipment, at least one spare magazine in the ammunition pouch, which is a first issue 1958 pattern ammunition pouch. You often see second issue as well at this time, and the 1944 pattern water bottle and cup in its carrier.
As is typical for the time, footwear consists of DMS boots worn with wool puttees wound around the ankle.
In terms of underwear, the standard issue tropical underwear for the time was these green Airtex boxer shorts, if any was worn at all. I understand quite often in hot climates at the time men would go commando, and obviously at the time nylon socks had been introduced. By the mid-60s you had brown nylon socks on issue, but a lot of photos from Aden show chaps still wearing the grey wool socks, which would be preferable for a hot climate because they don't do as much damage to your feet if your feet get sweaty. Nylon socks can soar away at your feet and be quite unpleasant in the heat. In addition to this, the men would wear their identity discs around the neck, and as you can see here, by this stage photographs clearly show the men are wearing the post-war metal discs, which consist of 2 round discs and an oval shaped disc on a piece of nylon cord.
So there we have it. Not an especially long video because the kit worn is pretty minimal. You don't need to carry a great deal if you're just out on urban patrol. So there it is, the private of the Argyll and Sutherland Highlanders on deployment to Crater City, Aden, in 1967. I hope you found that interesting as usual, and until next time, bye for now.